I guess to Matt's point, if I knew I was going to have $1 billion of kids, I probably would maybe choose the $1 billion. I don't know.
I won't send this to your children.
Yeah. Send it directly to their therapist.
This is why.
$1 billion? No.
Got it.
I would much
is
rather
why.
have kids than
If
have
you
$1 billion.
could change it right now. Well, Katie won't even do anything for any money anyway. She's but
I
You're such a
don't.
loser.
I don't.
All right, maybe a squid is a better example.
He doesn't have kids.
I
He
know
has no
that.
idea what it feels like.
Exactly. Squid, would you rather have $1 billion and know that you're never going to have kids, or would you just rather have kids and just maybe you'll make some money right now?
Can I adopt if I'm a billionaire?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
billionaire
sure.
for sure.
Okay,
Oh,
so
absolutely.
now, Jared, see the difference here. Jared, if you could go back and take $1 billion now and not have your kids now, and you can adopt, would you do that?
No.
See the difference?
Definitely not. And Squid, once you have kids, you're going to be like, never mind.
Yeah. You're saying, I'm sorry I
Yeah.
said
But
that.
I get it, though, because
I
I remember,
guess.
He doesn't
I remember
know.
being in your situation and having a dog, and I'm thinking, oh, my gosh.
Hello.
Am I going to love my baby more than a dog? And you have a baby like, hey, get out of here, doggy. Get out of here.
No, first of all, that's incorrect.
No, there's more.
Absolutely not.
You're the exception for that one, Katie.
Katie's
if
an
I
honor.
You're
were.
definitely the exception.
You were
I'm
the exception on that
That's
one.
fine. You can be the exception too, Squid, if you get a dog.
You can love
Yeah.
both.
Yeah,
It's
when
just
the
different.
dog
yes.
comes near the baby when it's first born, like get out of
Get out of the
here!
way.
You'll kick
Absolutely
it.
not.
You'll
Baby.
shoot it. You don't care. Get out of the way.
Shoot
That's a
it.
man who doesn't even have a dog.
Exactly.
You don't
That
even
just
have a
said-
dog.
I
Shot
don't.
it.
I don't currently
You
have
don't
one.
know.
No.
Katie, you
No.
have to. You're like with me when I can't argue like about drinking and stuff because I know I'm the anomaly on
Yes.
the show. You've always loved animals more than humans.
Yes, that is true.
That's a
And
fact.
I
That's okay.
still,
You can't help you
That
feel
is
that way.
scary.
I still stand
Little
by
bit.
it.
And that's okay.
That is
Yeah.
scary, Katie.
Animals are so loyal.
Yeah, I
and
can
they
get
are
that.
so thank you, Squid. They are
Yeah.
so loyal. A human will stab you in your
It's
back
your
so
kids.
fast. I love my children. Do not get me wrong.
Right.
But I also really love my
All right.
animal.
I get that, but is at one point I think Katie did say if a fire was burning, you had to choose between kids and a dog. You choose the dog.
I did not have children then.
You didn't-
Okay.
yeah, but you
What-
didn't.
what
yeah.
about now?
I did
then?
not have children then.
I think she would
Obviously
still
children.
She would
but
still choose her dog over someone else's.
Okay.
kids.
100%.
How about
Yeah.
you would choose shaving your dog over Everly?
I don't. I mean, if I were in
Katie.
this situation, I'd try for both.
No, but you can only pick one.
Katie, you just said
honest.
somebody else's kids. That's a human being.
Be honest.
So, am I annoyed by your kid at this day on this day? I'm not sure.
I don't want you to ever. You can still
Oh
call
my
me or
God.
Jason or Squid or Matt crazy, but that's crazy. Now, if you could have Maisie,
Yeah,
your
rest in
RIP,
peace,
and
Maze.
then why can't
Olive.
Olive? Oh, it slipped my mind.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Maisie and Olive,
Yeah.
and they would live forever,
Yes.
or your kids.
Oh my gosh, my kids at this
Really?
point now because I know.
'Cause you know
yes,
that.
but
The thing is,
I,
she's
yes.
How about
saying-
when your kids were babies?
No, they were cuter then, and they
Oh,
didn't
true.
talk back.
Yeah.
But,
That's true.
but basically, let's say for some reason, for some odd reason, one of our kids, Katie was watching our kid for an hour and the house was on fire. She would go in and rescue the dog first, then our kid.
Then Ezra. Oh, that's painful.
I mean, the truth is
Katie.
the truth.
I would put the fire
All
out.
right, Jason, if there was a fire at your house
Yeah.
and your dog Grady was still alive,
Yeah.
but you knew Landon had started to vote Democrat, who would you say?
See you, son.
Bye-bye. Now you get it, don't you?
See you,
No,
son.
Yeah.
that is not
Oh,
true. I
Now
would-
it is so black and white.
First of all, there was no. I'll give my answer.
Speaking his
That's
language.
great.
Great question.
If Landon was voting Democrat, he wouldn't be there to save anyways. He would be already out of the house.
No, he
No.
would be more likely to be in the house living off of you.
That's also true.
Both of them might be true.
No, I would never, of course.
Oh.
And I don't have anything against Democrats.
Oh my gosh.
I don't. I
Anything?
don't. No, we could disagree on certain items, like I said, but there's certain issues and things with Democrats like Katie that I agree upon.
He's an independent, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just don't vote Democrat in his household.
And don't stand behind him when he votes and see who he votes for.
He's not circling independent names.
No, but
Yeah.
Jason, I guess to be fair, like he's not going to not be friends with someone because they're a Democrat.
No, that's true.
100%. And I can talk. And like there was a liberal.
He couldn't even say it. Did you see him? He's like,
I forgot the PC term for that. So on that vacation, I became friends, and she had certain views that I agreed, and she had certain views that I agreed. It's when everybody pushes each other into a corner and you have to vote. That's what annoys me.
And I really think a majority of that happens on Facebook, where you don't have to do it to somebody's face.
Maybe.
Because
and the
it's
media.
The media.
But like even
Like you're
if
dumb if you're a Republican and you're wise if you're a Democrat.
But if you're hanging up, that again is when you're glued to a television or you're glued to social media. When you're out at a resort drinking,
sure.
that doesn't
yeah.
rarely happens.
if you're at Popeyes or if
Whatever,
you're at any restaurant.
We're not
I
doing
mean,
that. We're so divisive on screens.
Right.
You know, it's true. And now it does translate to real life, but that's but not
everyday people aren't
not
like
everyday
fighting
people.
about
No.
politics and stuff. If it comes up, they disagree here and there.
What were we talking about?
How Jason would murder his son if he was liberal.
That is not true.
Is that what we
yeah.
said? Is that what it came down
How
to?
you would murder
Oh,
your children for your dog.
No,
No.
have Katie. Don't ever hire her to babysit. If there's
$1 billion
No,
over.
do not hire me to babysit because
No.
the answer is I don't want to.
and I'm saying if your dog's
Ever.
there, then it's a problem. Because with a fire, you're definitely saving your dog.
That's crazy.
I will come and hold a baby because babies are cute, but damn, I am not babysitting
Like,
your kids.
or let's say
No.
this.
Dogs
Lady,
and dog food.
let's
but we
say
do have
Katie,
this baby laying
Katie
around.
came to a cookout, brought her dog, and all of a sudden I'm playing cornhole outside. She's inside. The oven catches on fire, and then she saves her dog over my kids. That could happen too.
That
You
could
gotta
happen.
watch out.
Yeah, got to watch out for these hypothetical situations.
Right, you never
that
know.
will never happen.
You never know. Nothing surprises me.
But the
now.
fact that you're not sure of who you would, well,
Yes.
or you are pretty sure you would save your dog over anyone else's kids. That's scary.
Yeah,
is scary.
You're being
you know,
honest.
To each their own.
Yeah.
To each their own. You know, whatever.
and Ben's okay with that.
He probably doesn't know that I feel that way, but it's fine.
Ben would not do that.
No, Ben wouldn't, but that's why we make a great team.
Yeah, that's true. So y'all need to tag team the babysitting. I know you're not looking for
Right.
babysitting gigs.
No,
I'm,
I'm
just saying.
not. Yeah, I'm definitely
my.
not. Anyway, or not Taylor Swift,
You
but
can come to my next Super Bowl party, Katie, but you cannot bring your dog.
I don't bring my dog
just so
anywhere.
you're not conflicted if something horrible happens.
You guys, I don't travel with my dog, so all of
good.
these are ridiculous
The
hypothetical.
dog might tear up your house, so don't do that.
Oh, not my house.
Oh, my
Mm-mm.
dog?
Not my dog.
Oh,
I just got a new
Did
dog.
you train it now?
No, our dog does not tear things up anymore because she is trained.
'Cause there's nothing left to
However,
tear up.
No, because we just had this conversation
Yeah.
talking about through text message. We were texting Jared
Yeah.
and I about something, and he goes something about a crate, and he goes, "Oh, well, speaking of your dog, brand new dog Violet, said 3 years old, said to be house trained,
Said to be house trained.
ate his blinds yesterday.
The wood blinds.
Ate his
Expensive wood
blinds.
The ones that go on the door that you hit, like it's a whole door.
Oh,
boy.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yep.
and so we have an appointment later to put her down. So we had
I did. I said, well, now you got to kill her.
we got a full week.
How did you not prevent that? How did that happen?
Well, first of all, she's been out and about in the house. We tried Ava's room. You know,
You have to
my
have a
daughter-
crate when you're not there, though.
No, but she did totally fine. And then she scratched on the door. But dogs will do that, right?
Well, and it's a
A little
new,
bit. It's new. Everything's
new territory for her.
And she's been like very gentle. She's not a snippy dog. She's like a small to medium sized dog. She hasn't bit anybody. She doesn't no sign of aggression at all. And then I come home and then we're like, okay, we can let her roam the house because Ava takes her out in the morning and I get home around 1. So there's probably about 4 hours where she's there by herself. Did it no problem. She ate her food, no messes.
But you're there, though, is the difference.
No, I wasn't
Oh,
there.
okay,
I was at
okay.
work and
All
I came
right.
home and took her out. She peed right away. She didn't even pee in the house. I'm like, this is great. So okay. So the next day, let her out in the house, no problem. And then just yesterday, out in the house for whatever reason, same amount of time, came home and bit through the bite marks and all the wooden blinds and both back doors. These are expensive. They were there when I got there.
Oh, no.
Expensive.
I would call up Sal immediately. I'm like, Sal, get over
I know.
there.
It's like budget blinds. And then I'm just like, okay. I mean, yeah.
yeah.
Very disappointing.
But it happens. It's a new territory for her. Maybe she felt like she needed to go outside,
And
or maybe she
sometimes
was
when you leave,
upset that you were not
gone.
home. Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe she does need her own little comfort space
Right.
with the crate.
But
So-
eventually,
Ava sent me. Sorry, Jason. Ava, my daughter, sent me a picture this morning, and she was because we're like, just keep her in your room, and she's like, we need to put her in a crate. She
Yeah.
ripped up her carpet in her room.
oh my
I
gosh.
think it's just acclimating to the. It's
And
acclimating
I'm
to
not
the
there
space.
to punch her about the face and
Stop
ribs.
it! You're
Yeah.
gonna get emails.
I will say this, Jared. Like my dog, the reason Grady's not here anymore, but when Grady I got the dog and it was very well trained. It came from a family that they had to get rid of it, not get rid of it, but pass it on to somebody else because they weren't there a lot. So the dog didn't like that. And when I remember, we didn't have a crate at first. We would leave, we would come home, and the dog knocked over all the kitchen chairs. Didn't break anything, but not because it was fearful that you weren't going to come back.
Right. Sure.
Then we ended up getting the crate. But then after a while, got rid of the crate, never had a problem. After it gets used to the whole scenario and situation routine
And
that you
knows
are
you're-
going to come
that you're
back and you
coming
are
back.
yeah.
I got you. Because it's a sweet dog otherwise.
I think she just is fearful. Yeah, she just needs
jumped
to
in
know.
the bed yesterday at nap time with me and Ezra, jumped in there and took a nap with us. She's like very gentle, but I guess when we were gone. Also, small to medium sized dog. And, we did the adoption agency was great. But we did, the video, the Zoom. They're like, oh, you have a great backyard and the fence is perfect. And as soon as she gets there, somehow, some way, she can get through every slat in our iron rotted fence. She can go through every slat.
Yeah. And then
Dang.
eventually when you block that off, she'll probably be able to go underneath it.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
So I bought a donut that goes around her neck so she can't get through the fence.
Smart.
Nice.
Or you
nice.
can get there's a little you can put up those little it's like one little thing you can put up that prevents them getting through until they're bigger.
Wasn't there?
Electric wire.
Oh no, you can get
No
a collar for that.
squid.
You can get electric fence.
Yeah.
Those are
Which is what
effective.
we use for our dog.
Very
for,
effective. They just don't even try anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you have a fence, you're like, man, I got to buy an electric fence for my fence.
No.
That's
Because
yeah.
I had said, what about like some chicken wire just till because she's not going to get any bigger
No.
because she's
Oh, really?
full grown.
3.
She's
Yeah.
full grown.
So maybe like some chicken wire.
I think the HOA would frown upon
they
that.
won't let you because
Yeah.
it's not very. Like if we
It's
had it up,
inconspicuous.
you wouldn't really see it.
My brother found something where it's like it looks like it's a black fence. It's not really iron, but it looks like an iron rod fence. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have the spaces in between and all that. And I like it. It's a really pretty fence. It was there when we bought the house. And you can buy these things that match it that kind of go in between. They're like spacers almost.
Yeah.
Where they block so they can't get through.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes, but you have to buy 400, I figured out it was like 450 yards or feet worth of them.
Yeah.
It'd be $1,000. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
So I bought a donut for $20. It was on
Yeah.
her neck.
Yeah,
And
that's
just
smart.
feed her a lot so she'll get fat and not be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a
Through.
rescue, so I
Yeah.
think when they rescued her, she was underweight, so she might get a little bit bigger, but not much.
But not much, yeah. Oh.
Oh,
but-
Ava's PowerPoint presentation got me.
yes, but do
Sucker.
you see
I do love Violet, though.
understanding I am about your dog's behaviors when you guys are like, oh, your dog's just going to rip open the house.
Right.
I'm like, no, this is me being kind and understanding.
I will say this. If I were ever watching Henry and Nora at my house
Yeah.
and there were a fire,
You wouldn't.
I would use Violet to put out the fire.
That's nice.
Especially now.
That is nice.
I wouldn't use, I mean, I have a fire extinguisher, but I'm just saying, just to show how dedicated I'm to protecting your kids. All right, let's go to Tiffany. Tiffany, what do you want to say?
I just wanted to let you guys know that my favorite mornings are when I am really, really late for work because by 8:30 to 9 o'clock, you guys are usually off the rails, and I am laughing out loud in my car.
That's so true.
That's hilarious.
I think it's when the coffee has kicked in. We've
Yeah.
had a little something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're lubed up.
Yeah.
There's definitely a shift.
All right, so you're at AML?
I am, yep. And every day on lunch, my sister goes to work about 7 a.m., and so we compare notes on what we heard, and she's like, yours sounds so much better.
Oh.
Where are you from?
Reedsville, don't make fun.
Don't. We're not. We love Reedsville.
It's not Eden.
No,
so.
yes.
Okay, right, not Eden.
And you have the Rams have won like 24 state championships in football. Very impressive.
Yes, I cheered for them in high school.
Hey,
Awesome.
there you go.
Well, Tiffany, thank you
thank
for
you.
Putting up with us while we're talking. I don't even know. We talked about
Absolutely.
7,000 different things.
I don't even know where we started. I really
$1 billion
don't.
of your
Well,
kids.
I called in during the dog fire saving bit and the $1 billion of kids bit.
You've been on hold for a minute.
Yeah.
What do you think about Katie not willing to save any other human life over her dog?
I relate most to her.
Thank
Okay.
you. God, I love
Wow.
you. Thank
There
you.
are a lot of
I
evil
love
people
my
in the world.
child, and I love my dog.
Yeah.
Yes, we can love two things at once.
Okay. So you're not a babysitter. That's good. Or a nanny.
Nope.
Oh, well, that's good. You know your limitations. All right, Tiffany, thank you so much for being an AML.
Exactly.
Put you on hold, give you a station T-shirt,
So nice.
some other stuff.
Oh,
maybe.
nice.
Just come by and get it.
You can take a ride in Squid's Pontiac.
Yeah. Uh-huh.